Hi everybody, Christopher Neiman. Today we're going to talk about thread. Lots of thread. All different kinds of thread we're going to talk about today. Now let's start with some budget thread. Budget thread that people use. You've seen this at the discount area of fabric stores. This is called Excel. It comes in different names. It's 100% polyester. It doesn't tell you what weight it is, but chances are it's probably maybe, I'd say it's probably maybe a 30 weight. Now, when they talk about weight, the lower the number, the thicker the thread in home sewing. The higher the number, the finer the thread in home sewing. Okay? So most standard construction thread is 30 weight. The heavier type of threads, like you got this dual duty heavy, like Coats, that's usually a 15 weight thread. Okay, just so you know. So this is a standard construction, and then years ago they used to make this at Walmart. This was made in the USA. Look at that. This one was made in the USA. Wasn't that nice? And it's a 3-ply polyester. 3-ply is the standard for construction thread. What is 3-ply? Well, if you ever saw how they make thread, it's made in straight, like real fine, thin hair. And they twist 3 of them together, and that's called 3-ply. If you have a serger at home and you have serger thread, it comes in a cone. And the cone thread is only 2-ply. That's why they tell you, don't use serger thread to sew because it's not strong enough. That one less ply can make a big difference. All right? And then if you remember years ago, see, I collected thread for years. They had this brand called Signature. And this was mercerized cotton covered polyester. Polyester thread, like these. See, it's 3-ply polyester. This is polyester. This is the best for sewing, for construction. It's stronger than cotton and it lasts longer. Okay? Here's this is a cotton covered. This is cotton covered. This is 35 weight. A lot of quilters like to use some kind of cotton blend or full cotton. This here is a Aerofill by Madeira. It's a polyester for sewing. Construction thread. There's all different brands. I even bought some of this off of eBay one time, and I like this. This is a pretty strong construction thread. Now, I did this test a long time ago on one of my videos to show you all. How do you tell if a sewing thread is still good? Whether it's polyester or cotton or any other brand. Sorry about bumping the camera. How do you tell if it's still good? Well, you do the snap test. Take the thread in your hands like this, and then snap and listen to the sound. If it's got a nice loud snap to it, that thread is still very good. Still very good. Like this Excel here. Let me see this Excel. Let's do this here. Here it is. We find the piece here. I'm going to do a snap test on it, and we're going to see. Ready? I'll do that one more time. Here we go. That's not as strong, but it's still good. I can tell it's still good. Not as strong as like this. And let's try the what we got here. Here's a Madeira, the Aerofill Madeira. Let's do the Madeira and listen to the Madeira. That feels just like the Excel, believe it or not. That feels and sounds just like the Excel. Still good because it made it sound. This here is another Signature. This is Signature cotton. This is a mercerized long staple cotton. Quilters love to use cotton. I do not like to use cotton when I'm doing garment construction. It's not strong enough. Let's see. Yeah, see, listen to this again when I try to snap it. See how it barely made a loud snap sound. That's cotton. Now here's Dual Duty by Coats, all purpose. Let me snap this one. This is polyester. You hear that sound? Very strong. This is Dual Duty All-Purpose XP. XP is the modern technology of the Dual Duty line for coats. And this snaps good. Listen, see how loud that was? So that's good. It's a good thread. This is that Dual Duty Heavy, and we use this for top stitching, and this is great for construction for when you're using vinyls and everything, because this is really strong. This is going to be difficult to break. Yeah, I can't even break this. That's how strong it is. So this is a great strong thread. This is about I think this is a 15 weight. Now I do have a chart on my website. If you go to my website, my bag website, and you go to the menu where it says more, click down and it says home sewing, there'll be a PDF you can click with a chart for all these coats thread where you can learn more about it. Now what's this one here? This is extra strong upholstery thread. Now when you're sewing upholstery, whether it's upholstery fabric or vinyl, this is good for indoors. And yeah, I can't break that. That's really strong. And this will also be good if you want to make bags. This is good for bags. Now, if you're going to be sewing outdoors, okay, let me find, there's one here I want to show you. All right, this one here for outdoor. It's called Coats Outdoor. This is a polyester. This is what you would use to sew if you've got like cushions outside on your patio, for an umbrella, if you're repairing or making an umbrella. This also has UV resistant to it. It's a polyester, and this is probably like a 15 or 10 weight maybe. It's like, this I can't even break. This is how strong it is. So if you're going to be doing any outdoor sewing, you definitely want to use a polyester with a UV coating. This is outdoor. Okay. Now, if you're going to be doing fancy type sewing, they also make decorative type sewing threads like this. This is a cotton thread. This is a really heavy thread. This is probably like a 12 weight. And they use this for hand sewing, for quilting. You can even use this to do all different kinds of fancy crafty sewing. Now, if you're going to be sewing fine fabrics, if you have fine fabrics you're sewing with, like you have maybe Swiss Batiste, or you have some light cotton, or any other type of lighter fabric, you would use the Dual Duty XP Fine. And this is a polyester, and it's a finer thread. See, it says fine. So this is what you want to use when you're sewing lighter weight fabrics. This is a very lightweight thread. It's still going to be somewhat strong, but it's not going to bulk up your seams on your lightweight fabric. Let's listen to it. See, that still had a loud snap. As fine as it is, you still had a loud snap to it. Always do the snap test on your threads to indicate how strong it's going to hold for you. All right. Here's another cotton covered. This is like a 12 weight. That's going to be hard. Now, if you're doing some decorative, if you're putting like adding beads or any type of trim where you don't want to see the thread, you can use invisible thread. Here's one by Madeira. Here's one by Sulky. This one here is by Superior. And here's a thinner spool by Sulky. And it's a very, very fine, very fine. And when you feed metallic thread, make sure you feed it in a vertical position so it comes off from the side. Because invisible thread is a lot like metallic thread. You don't want to feed it like this, because it'll just kink and coil. And then it'll mess up on you. So you always feed it from the side. And let's listen to this. See, it's very, very fine. It's not going to be a strong thread. It's not meant for construction. This for the home sewing invisible thread. Now, for industrial, they make them thicker. They do make them thicker. But for home sewing, it's very fine. Okay, and mostly for home sewing, it may be, you can use it maybe for invisible hems, you know, but nothing that's going to put a lot of strain. All right, and then you have, you know, I got some Gutermann thread here. Let's look. I got a case of Gutermann thread here too. Let me show you this. I have a whole case of Gutermann thread. Gutermann makes cotton. They make polyester. This one here is this is a polyester construction by Gutermann. Let's see what this. Some of this is really old. Well, that's strong. That's good. And then I bought this. Believe it or not, me see if I can show you this. Let me get this down here. Let me show you this rack. Oh, several years back, maybe 12 years back, Joann's was running a major sale. They were getting rid of these, believe it or not, and they had this really big reduction on this, and then they offered a discount on top of that, and we got this for 35 bucks. And when I was on some sewing groups, the gals, I think it was even Yahoo, I think this was even before, maybe it was Facebook. No, I think it was Yahoo. That's how long ago this was. A lot of the gals and I ran to Joann's, and we were the ones of us that got there first, got it all over the country, and the rest who waited forever didn't get it. But this was $35. I mean, this is like, I don't know, I'd say it's like $1,000 worth of thread in here. There's just so much of it. And so when I'm sewing my garments and I need some matching color, I just go through this and find the matching color. Isn't that great? All right, so let me put this away, and we're going to look at some other thread. All right, and here's my favorite thread, metallic. I love metallic thread. I sew a lot with it, and you see me in my videos using it. The thing with metallic thread, just like the invisible thread, like I said, it has to be fed from the side. You have to feed it from the side so it doesn't kink, coil, or break on you. And watch some of my videos. I show you how to set it up. And if you follow what I do, you will never have any problems with metallic thread. Oh, you may once in a while if it's not threaded correctly or whatever, but more than likely you will have flawless sewing. Now, let's go to another above all this, okay? Let's go above this. All right, let's go one step above. Now, what if you have one of those portable industrial machines, like the Juki or the Baby Lock or the Brother or the Pfaff or the Viking? They all have a straight stitch machine that's a portable industrial machine. It is great for garment construction, but a lot of people are buying them for bag making. But they were originally really made for garment construction because they're nothing but a straight stitch. There's no built-in walking foot or nothing. But if you're going to use it for bag making, just remember it was really never designed for bag making. It was made for garment sewing. For bag making, you want to get an industrial machine with a built-in walking foot. Okay, that would be my suggestion. All right, but if you choose to use an industrial machine or that semi-industrial machine that for domestic, you can go up to a size 69 thread. Now, here's a tip I want to give you, okay? Now, well, a couple tips I want to give you. First of all, industrial thread is different than home domestic thread. Industrial thread is the opposite. The higher the number, the thicker the thread. In home sewing thread, the higher the number, the finer the thread. So it's opposite. And they usually refer to industrial thread as a Tex 69, like this is a size 69. You can see right there it says 69. You never want to go higher than that for your home sewing straight stitch machine. Now, the tip I want to give you is use this for your top, but use one size smaller for the bobbin. That has always been a rule in industrial sewing. Unless you're using an industrial machine, then 69 for the top and 69 for the bottom will work fine. But for the home sewing machine, I would suggest you use, if you're going to use 69 for the top, use something smaller for the bottom, okay, in a industrial. You can find industrial threads on so many places. I'm not being sponsored, so I'm not going to, give names and stuff, but you can, wherever you purchase your threads from, and they carry industrial threads, look for it. What I'm saying, okay? This is a 69, and sometimes they may call it a Tex 70. Okay, this is a 69. This one's a 69. They use this for a Louis Vuitton. This is a Louis Vuitton color thread. You'll see a lot of this yellow used for Louis Vuitton. And here is a, let's see what this says. Oh, this is a Tex 70. So depending upon the manufacturer, it could be a 69 or it could be a 70. Then they go up higher than that if you're going to use an industrial machine, not the portable home machine. And this would be a 90, which is great for top stitching. And some industrial machines, even a 120 is nice if you're using real heavier leathers with a longer stitch length. So this is a little tutorial to show you about the different types of threads. And do remember, industrial thread, the higher the number, the thicker the thread. Domestic machines, the higher the number, the finer the thread. So when you're on these sites ordering thread, make sure you see, is it domestic home sewing or is it industrial sewing, to know the different types of threads. And the industrial will always say T, like Tex. So that's what you want to look for. I hope this little tutorial helped you. And until next time, you guys have fun learning, practicing, understanding, reading up some more on your own, and enjoy the process. And as they always say, enjoy the process and embrace the dance. Talk to you later. Bye.